Hey guys, what is up? So, a couple videos ago, I said I was done with the all Steeler team. I'm changing my team. That's it. And I meant it, guys. I honestly and truly meant it. As you can see here, this is not an all Steeler team. So, what I did was I sold the majority of my cards. I still have a couple Steelers here and there, but I sold the majority of them. And this is what I did with the team. Now, I am going to get a different quarterback. I have my eyes set on Mitchell Trubisky, the draft card. Obviously, the Elite 98 overall draft card. That's the one I want. So, I'm going to try to get that as soon as I can. It's like 250, maybe 300,000 coins, somewhere in that ballpark. So, as you can see, couple 100,000 coins, and I'm there. So really, I got a new left tackle. I do not have Alejandro Villanueva anymore. I got Jack Conklin. I bought the normal rookie card because it's cheaper than the milestone, and then I made the milestone because I have those collectibles. So actually, with all that, you have David DeCastro, who's a 90. I mean, look, I'm going to do this in order. Marquise Pouncey is a 95. David DeCastro is a 96. Spencer Drango's a 97. Ramon Foster's a 98. And Jack Conklin's a 99 overall. 95 to 99. Every single number I have on my offensive line. Alright, so then this is my most recent one I just got. I think I got it yesterday. Now, I actually didn't have enough, so I was running two tight ends for a little bit. But he was just too expensive, so I decided to make David Njoku. And I ended up saving... I mean, the cheapest I saw him was 200, but I didn't have 200 at the time. And then the cheapest when I made mine was like 230. So I saved like 50, 60,000, somewhere around that ballpark. 50 or 60,000 I saved. I made him for about 170 to 180. I saved a good amount of coins. And he's a 98 overall. He maxes out. Because Deep Threat and Slot Expert are both maxed out. And he's only a 98. So then we got Cameron Brate, 94 overall. Jimmy Graham, 89 overall. So... then at wide receiver, I had a different order of things, but I decided to do this order because that is what gives Njoku his 98 overall. So you have Marvin Jones. He was already there. Now, I had Williams, who's my number 4, at the number 2 spot. And Nunwa was at the number 4 spot with Mike Wallace at the number 3 spot. And he was a 93 overall. So he dropped an overall. These guys, he gained an overall. I think he gained an overall. He gained an overall. He stayed the same overall. So I have Matt Stafford. He's a pretty good quarterback and he's pretty cheap. So then the backup is Mike Glennon. Then I have, I decided to get rid of Le'Veon Bell. Bell was a lot more expensive than Murray. And the stats were pretty similar. They both have battle ready as well. Now, Bell had the Pittsburgh chemistry. He has Bruiser back. So it's... But, guys, Murray's made a ton of plays for me already. And I think I like it better than Bell. The number 6 wide receiver position, I did have Darius Hayward-Bay Combine, but I sold it to have some coins. I thought I was going to have more coins than I did. So, I mean, I was expecting Antonio Brown and TJ Watt to both sell for at least 200,000 each. And they only sold for, both of them sold for 155 each. Literally, they both sold for 155. I was so pissed. So, I mean, I was really hoping they would sell for 200,000 each. But now I have Tevin Coleman, his 91 playoff, not his 94 Super Bowl. Prosh, cheap fullback, good fullback. Now his, without chemistries, he's a 91 overall, guys. 96. That's where I've got him right now. I had him gain 5 overall. That's crazy. All right, so on the defensive side, the most recent defensive player is Malik Hooker. This one cost me quite a bit to get. I do believe I bought him from the auction block. I didn't do the set. I looked at the set. I truly did, and nothing. I didn't see anything, guys. Because you need a certain amount of draft number collectibles and then the player itself. And everything was, I don't think there was enough, and they were way expensive. So I did the math. It was just better to buy Hooker. Buy Malik Hooker. So he's a 99. And I chose Malik Hooker because I had the defense pretty much all set up except for this free safety position. And once you know it, deep defender and pick specialist were the chemistries I had. So I'm like, okay, free safety who has deep defender and pick specialist. There's 2. Well, at least that are elite. There's 2. Malik Hooker and free safety from the Chiefs, number 49. I don't know his name. But he was only a 92 overall. I decided not to get him. He was way cheaper than Malik, but, yeah, it's whatever. I mean, Hooker is a very good player. Malik is a very good player, guys. I'm going to just call him Malik. Anyway, so I have Leonard Floyd, all rookie card. Pretty good. I kept Shazier. I sold Tyler Matakevich, though, and I got Deion Jones, Milestone. He has coverage linebacker and pick specialist, which helps Shazier. And then Jatavis Brown. He's pretty cheap, guys, and he has good chemistries. He has field general, which I have tier 1, I believe, and interior blitzer, which I think I have tier 2. I kept Bud Dupree, and Jatavis Brown is the outside linebacker backup. So then we come to TJ McDonald. He has made a ton of plays for me already. I would recommend getting him. He's like 55K, so it's actually not that bad since he's a mover. All right, and behind them is future Carl Joseph. He sees the field sometimes. Like, I knew my backup safety would sometimes see the field. So I didn't want a guy who would give up a ton of plays. So it's a 91 overall strong safety. You'll see the field every once in a while. It's a good card for me to have as a backup role. Same thing with Jatavis. He's a 92 overall. That's a nice backup card. Okay, so then we go to the D-line. I kept to it. I kept Hargrave. I got rid of McCullers and picked up Aaron Donald. He was like 20 grand, but it's a good card. It really is a good card. Chris Long replaced Cam Hayward. The chemistry's kind of worked out with edge setter. So that's kind of why I did it, because I have edge setter maxed out. Long, Tuitt, Floyd. Who else has edge setter? I know I have edge setter maxed out. I know I do. Don't I? No, I do, right? No, I don't. Why don't I? What? Why don't I have edge? Okay, I'll have to fix that, guys. I thought I did. Okay. So my best corner is Easter David Amerson. I generally like most David Amerson cards that come out because he's 6'1", good catching, He has all right press, good play rec, good man in zone, speed, excel, agility, all that good stuff. So then he is pick specialist, deep defender. Look who I found. Marcus Peters, pick specialist, Kansas City ×2, deep defender. He is a 96 overall. Again, like Peters, great press, play rec, catching, man. Zone is a little bit to be desired. He has excel, some speed, agility. He has the stuff I want. I kept Artie Burns, but he is now in the nickel. And guys, since pick specialist and deep defender are both maxed out, Marcus Cooper. They got maxed out with Hooker, so I was able to keep Burns in the slot. So he is 6'2". Now, he would probably be in the slot if not for his 88 agility. That's what's keeping him as my number 4 corner, is the fact that he has 88 agility. Burns has 94. So it's not really that hard to see why I want Burns in the slot, not Cooper. So he has 72 catching, which isn't the greatest, but Burns doesn't have great catching either. He has, really good zone, some speed, excel. He has all right press and play rec. So it's not terrible. He has good size, so I can live with it. And then I got mover Nolan Carroll. He doesn't have any chemistries to boost his stats, so this is what he has. But he's 6'1", 93 speed, 93 excel, 92 man, 91 agility, 89 zone, 92 press, 88 play rec, 68 catch. In my opinion, he's my worst corner. That's just my own opinion. He's my worst corner. So that's why he is there. Okay, that's everyone on the defense. Okay, now I did get rid of Jordan Berry. Oh, and if you didn't realize it by the wide receivers, I also sold. Oh, actually, I told you I sold Antonio Brown. For $155K. I tell you guys I was so surprised when Watt sold for $155, and then when Brown did, I was so pissed off, because that's a lot of coins, guys. Because imagine if they sell for 50,000 more, each of them. That's 100,000 coins. Take your 10% tax. That is 90,000 coins I'm missing out on. That's a lot. And I was just so surprised that they sold for that low amount. Anyway, so I picked up Johnny Hecker. Good kick power, kick accuracy, all that good stuff. Special teams really isn't that important. I got Wallace, Coleman, Murray. Oh, that's another thing. Murray is actually a decent kick returner, unlike Bell. So that was another reason for the switch. So I've covered every single card here, guys. Every card I have on the team I covered. And as you can see by my items, I only have 121. Literally, I have like nothing to sell. If I did, I would. Though, I had 6 wide receivers. I'm like, you know what? I can live with 5. Guys, I cannot live with 4. Let me tell you that. I'm going to need 5 wide receivers. So I'm going to keep the team as is. Again, I really, really, really want that Mitchell Trubisky. It's a really nice card. I also looked at Patrick Mahomes, but it just really didn't do it for me. I saw Deshaun Watson. Again, Watson's more of a mobile guy, but I don't take off with my quarterback that often. I don't need a mobile guy. While it would be nice to have one, I don't need a mobile guy. That's why I play with guys like Stafford. That's why I don't use... I played someone recently in Seasons, and their quarterback was 89 overall, out of position Doug Baldwin at quarterback. And I'm like, really? And they didn't even like take off with him. I'm like, why use him then? But again, I just don't. I like to sit in the pocket, read the routes, and throw. I don't take off that often. So I don't need Watson's mobility. Trubisky has like 83 speed, which is good enough for me. And just his accuracy, his throw power, play action, throw on the run, everything is like I like. So I will show that to you guys real quick. And then I'm going to end this video. So let's see, quality. It's going to be a 95 to 99 because he's a 98 overall. I'm hoping he would put me to a 97 overall. Oh, Aiden didn't sell. Okay. Overall, QB. Alright, where is Trubisky? He is right here. Let me go Bears. Okay, so his cheapest one is 285. So yeah, guys, he's up there in price. So I'm going to need, I mean, by the time I get 200,000 coins, he'll probably be about, 250-ish. So he has chain mover and conductor. So I don't need deep threat. Stafford has deep threat. I don't need it because I think my coach has it, and I have a few receivers who have it. So I don't need deep threat on my quarterback. So here's what I'm thinking. So he has 83 speed. He's 6'3", so he's like Stafford's height. 83 speed. Here, if I compare them. Now, this is Stafford without any boosts, guys. 83 speed compared to Stafford's 79. 94 awareness to his 90. Now, Stafford does have one more throw power, but with the chemistries, the deep threat chemistry, he actually goes up to 98 throw power. So, but I don't throw deep that often. I'm more of a short and mid, but I like to have deep accuracy just in case if I have to. So then Mitchell has him by 1 in short, 1 in mid, and then just absolutely annihilates him in play action and throw on the run. So this is the guy I want to have as my quarterback. And so he'll have conductor and chain mover, unlike Stafford's conductor and deep threat. So, I mean, in my opinion, it's a nice card. 4 more speed, so if I do need to take off, I can. And he still has deep accuracy, so if I need to throw the football deep, I can. But good play action, good throw on the run, because I just finished a game with a guy. He literally ran the same play on defense every time. Every time it was the same play on defense. Now, there were some instances where I think maybe 3 or 4 plays out of the entire game he didn't run that defense. So, I wasn't able to do any play action because that would have taken too long. It was almost like an instant blitz or like an instant pass rush, instant hit, whatever you want to say. It was almost instant, guys. I had probably 2 seconds to throw the football before a D lineman was in my face. So, but a couple times I had to run out of the pocket, and Stafford was able to throw on the run and throw pretty well, but I'd rather be sure with 95 throw on the run than 85 throw on the run. So this is the card I'm going to use once I can afford him. And yes, the throwing stats are only slightly better, but it's the play action and throw on the run for me, guys. That really is just wow for me. I mean, I looked at other QBs here. I know I said after we looked at Trubisky, I'd end the video, but program. This is just going to be a minute, guys. Draft. All right, so buy not price. So Watson's a little cheaper. He has the 88 speed, so that would be nice to have, but he doesn't have as much throw power. His short and mid, it's about the same, maybe a little higher on the short and a little less at the mid, I think. But he doesn't have that great of deep, and the play action and throw and the run are not as good. So you have Trubisky. Here is Mahomes. So I looked at this one, and he has gunslinger and deep threat. So he has 82 speed, not bad. He has 96 throw power, which, if I'm correct, will go up to 98, just like Stafford, because he has the deep threat. 95 short, 92 mid. Here's where I'm not too crazy. 89 throw deep. Now, that will get up. It will go up with the deep threat chemistry. I know it will. Stafford's goes up to like a 95. But the play action and throw on the run, they're just not as good for me. I don't see him being as good. So that's why, and like I'm going to afford Cam, who's over 3 million coins. So guys, that's why I want to go after Trubisky. Because just in my opinion, mid was the same. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, it's just one throw power. Actually, it would be 3 with the chemistry. I'm not sure what chain mover does for quarterbacks, but I'm pretty sure my chain mover is like tier 3 or tier 4. Or tier 2, my bad. Tier 1, tier 2, but it's like halfway. If it's tier 1, it's halfway. Chain mover, where is it? Where's chain mover? Oh, wait, no, I'm not even tier 1 on chain mover. Who do I have? You're a chain mover, so I'd probably move Williams, maybe put Jones in the slot. I do some kind of stuff to make it work. But guys, just for me, Trubisky's the quarterback to go with. Excuse me. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like. If any of you use Trubisky, or just say the stats aren't that much better, don't bother. You know, invest in a better running back or better wide receivers or better whatever. Comment that, because if, you know, Trubisky's not good, then if he just doesn't play well, then I want to know. But if, you know, the switch is worth it, I would like to know. So if you guys use Trubisky and he plays amazing or he plays crappy, let me know. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Later, guys.